It's keyless entry. It's also keyless go. No real need for the key except to put it in your pocket. There is an actual, it's not a start button, it's an actual turn thing that you have to put your foot on the brake before it'll even turn. It's a horrid day in the UK today. First thing to do is get the seat heaters on and also the climate, get that warmed up. It's got Bluetooth hands-free, and it is a Nissan Qashqai 1.6 Tekna 2-wheel drive. It's the 5-door. It's an 07 2007 car. 97,292 miles. The fuel economy is urban 33.6, extra urban 49.6, and combined is 42.2. 0 to 60 in 12 seconds, a top speed of 109 miles per hour out of a 113 brake horsepower 16 valve engine. 6 months road tax is £107.25, 12 months is £195. It was last serviced on the 13th of the 7th 2018 at 97,013 miles. Relatively full service history. We have got a proper book, which I always like to see. There we go, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stamps in the book. The last 3 being done at Northwest Auto Care, who we know very well, and they do our services. So hopefully this will be a good car. They usually are when they've looked after them, depending on how much the owner's willing to spend, of course, on its upkeep. So finished in bright red. I'm assuming this is leather upholstery, and we've got the pan roof, which anybody who watches my videos know I really like. I just think it transforms the car. The interior, as the roof comes over, the car becomes darker and darker and more claustrophobic, I suppose, and as you put the roof back, the whole thing just appears more roomy and brighter. A lot better for the rear passengers if you've got kids. You've got something to look at as opposed to fighting. Just take you for a ride in it. So it's got folding rear seats. We have got a tow bar on the back. Doesn't look like it's been well used. Also, we've got reversing sensors, multifunction steering wheel. I'll just check its height and reach adjustable. I'm sure it is. I'll wait till we stop. Quite nice to drive these. Nicer driving position, I think, and better suspension on our roads now, with all the speed bumps and potholes. So here we go. I'll just check this. Lever at the side. Yeah, height and reach adjustable. Oh, there's a car behind me now. Who would have thought? It's a price range car. Make a good second vehicle for somebody, for a family. Nice Nissan gear change, light clutch. Got Bluetooth hands-free. CD radio, it says it's 6 CD radio there. Aircon, heated seats here. It's a 5-speed gearbox. Says me just trying to put it in 6th. Electric windows are here. You've got power folding door mirrors. Won't go down at speed at all. Oh yes, they will. So power folding door mirrors there. And I have tried both of them. They both work. Rear wiper there. Doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Washers working. Front washers are working. Try electric windows. Yeah, that one works. That one works. That works. That works too. Got your phone controls here on the left hand side. There you can change your information display. In the center we've got your instrument cluster. Left hand side rev counter. Right hand side speedo. Cruise control on the right hand side there. There's the on and off switch. This is the world's slippiest bend here when it's been dry and then it's rained. But I don't think we need to be going round at 20 miles an hour like this person in front. Oh, Gordon Bennett, what on earth? Yep, it's coming over this way now. Oh, and coming down this slip road. Accident waiting to happen. Nice bright looking thing, this. Plenty of room in the back. Back seats fold down as well. Just get up to 70. So that's the on-off switch for the cruise. On there, and then set. Sorry, that must be set here, down set. And then we'll just speed it up a little bit. So 70 miles an hour there, 3.5 revs, 3,500 revs. To be honest, it could do with the 6th gear, but as I say, the car's 3,995, so you can't have everything. And probably the amount of time this would spend on the motorway, if it was a second car, the 6th gear would be redundant really. Don't hold out much hope of being able to do another video of the outside, as it is lashing down. Heater's doing a great job there. We'll just turn that down a bit. It's climate control. So let's just check, is that yes, you can alter the zones individually, so passenger can set his at a different temperature, and if the driver doesn't like it, if he clicks that, the passenger has to have the same temperature as you. So in the circle in the centre there, the illuminated one, you've got your mileometer, coolant temperature on the right hand side, and fuel gauge on the left. It threw me for a moment then, because the fuel gauge is actually higher than the coolant temperature, which is very unusual in one of our cars. Somebody's left some fuel in it. Oh, the MOT, yes, I forgot. The MOT, 15th of the July 2019, it's MOT till. And down there, just at the side of your accelerator, on the dashboard at the bottom, there's the bonnet release and also the fuel flap release. And again, they're right next to each other. If I was designing that, I'd have the two either side, so you can't pull the bonnet by mistake, or you know, you don't want to be coming out of a fuel station with the bonnet flipped up. So many cup holders, front central armrest. There's a big like flask stroke bottle holder in there, so they're expecting you to be thirsty. The old chap's not out with his sandwich board today. He usually has a sandwich board with corrupt council, and apparently he doesn't live round here. He lives in near our garage, but he travels to Leyland every day to protest that his neighbours, who must be councillors or work for the council, are running a taxi business from home, and they have something else. I don't know whether it's a food truck or something, but they wake him up, and he says they're devaluing his property and they should be paying business rates, which they're not, or have planning permission, which they don't have. So he spends every day coming here and protesting. There is actually a noise on this car that I can't quite figure out what it is. It doesn't increase with the speed of the vehicle. It doesn't increase when you just rev it. It can't be a loose trim or anything. I think it may be, well, I'm not sure whether it's Perhaps something to do with the alarm. But it makes a noise like when the sun goes down in the south of France and all the crickets start sparking up. When I first started at an Opel garage, we sold a car to a customer, and he came in back a few weeks later and he says, car's making a noise. And we said, well, what's the noise like? And he says, it was I think it was Polish. He said it's a tring tring. So for years later, until he died, he was known as Mr. Tring Tring. So you have to be careful how you describe noises to garages. Hooray, we're open for business after bonfire night, and now there's no room. Oh no, there's no room because we've got half the car park cordoned off. Bugger. Great. That's just what I needed.